back to the Toffee Waffle podcast. This is episode 10, and today we're going to do our team of the season. So what we're basically going to do is it's going to be completely impartial, and it's probably going to pain us both, the amount of Liverpool players that are going to be in here, because we've got to be honest. We've got to try and be as neutral as possible. But so we're going to go through each position, say who we've got, and then at the end we'll decide like a mutually unanimous team. And we're each also going to do an honourable mention for each position. So one goalie, one defender, one midfielder, and one attacker. So we'll just jump straight into it. Who did you pick as your goalkeeper?
Pope.
Oh, I went for Dean Henderson.
No, Pope.
Pope was my honourable mention.
You're not having Henderson. Henderson's my honourable mention. So, you're not having Henderson. I'm not no way. You're not having him.
We'll come back to it, but yeah, I think I will probably let you have Pope. He's had more clean sheets. I'll be playing him behind the worst defence as well, and so yeah, I'll leave.
And he hasn't. And the goals he's conceded, I don't think he's made an error leading to a goal. I looked at Henderson before, and he has made a few.
He did.
Like that one against Liverpool.
There was one against Liverpool, wasn't there? But everyone has a mistake against
that goal won him the league.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go along with that. So right back, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to have any arguments here. It's Trent Alexander-Arnold, isn't it? Let's be honest. I don't want to dwell on it. Probably my least favourite footballer in the world, but he is miles clear of any other right back, probably in the world, to be fair to him. So, yeah, no arguments there.
I can only think of him, Cafu and Lahm ever. Honestly, ever.
We'll say in the last 20 years or so. But I still think there's an argument to be made that I'd like to see him in a different system that doesn't rely so heavily on fullbacks.
Van Dijk. It all relies on the centre backs being solid.
Yeah.
If we put him in our team, he wouldn't shine half as much.
No, I agree. But speaking of Van Dijk, I assume he's also one of your centre backs.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, definitely
no question.
Him. And the other one.
This could be anyone. I think there's two or three.
This was probably the hardest one for me to decide.
Yeah. Right. I think I've seen two or three that are just mental. Like, I think someone got Michael Keane in one I was looking before. Crazy. Because of lockdown. After lockdown, he was good.
He wasn't even that great. He was okay, but I think both our centre backs would be more warranted than Keane. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, I've gone for Johnny Evans.
Ooh, I don't know. He didn't even cross my mind. I went for James Tarkowski. I kind of went for. I wanted at least one Sheffield United back five or whatever, and one Burnley back five, just because they've both been so solid defensively. So I chose Henderson over Pope, and I chose Tarkowski over Chris Basham. I
think this is the one where you're not gonna let me have Tarkowski. You're not gonna let me have Evans.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think we'll save the debate.
I'd say Sionchu deserves it more than Evans. Just if you want someone from Leicester, I've never rated Johnny Evans that much at all.
I don't think Sionchu deserves it that much. He's been good.
But
he's been really good.
I still think he deserves it more than Evans.
But I think without Johnny Evans, he wouldn't look anywhere near as good. Johnny Evans slips under the radar a bit, I think.
Well, clearly under my radar. I want to stick with Tarkowski, but again, we'll come towards that. We'll go for the decisions at the end. Left back.
Gonna hate me. I've gone for Robertson.
I've also gone for Robertson. Yeah, I don't.
This is where my honourable mention comes into.
Okay, go on.
Dino, of course.
I don't know how good Dino's been this year. Last year, I'd say yes.
Chilwell's been nowhere near.
Well, no, I that's what I mean. I can't think of any left back.
he's been too inconsistent. I think he's had games where he's been amazing and people just rave about them, but then he's had games where he's looked awful and he heavily relies on centre backs heavily.
I think the only left back that comes close to Robertson this season is possibly Ender Stevens, but apart from that, I can't think of anyone that comes near it. So that's a unanimous decision as well.
So who was your honourable mention then? Basham?
Yeah, Chris Basham.
So two centre mids.
Two centre mids. So one of them got to be De Bruyne, right?
100%. 100%.
Okay, Kevin De Bruyne.
Again, the second one, like the centre backs, could be anyone.
Yeah, this the centre back and this centre mid were the two I struggled with most. Yeah.
Yeah. I've gone for Ndidi.
I have also gone for Ndidi. That's crazy. Right. Okay.
Well, that's decided then.
That's that one easily settled. My honourable mention was Mateo Kovacic.
I've gone for Henderson.
I can't start putting Henderson in there.
No, I know. That's why I put him as my honourable mention. I can't put him in, but he's been very good. I don't think he's been as good as Ndidi.
No, I agree.
Kovacic has been great as well, to be fair.
Yeah. I think the fact Henderson won player of the season is an outrage. De Bruyne should have walked that easily. No one's come
wasn't the PFA one though, was it? Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's a different one.
Yeah, I can't remember. Was it LMA player of the year? Do you have that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's already been. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who are your wingers then?
I've gone for Mahrez and Son.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, one hill that I'm going to die on, which, funnily enough, even though it's a Liverpool player, is Sadio Mane. I think Mane's their best player by a mile. Well, probably him and Van Dijk, but I think Mane. I can't even dislike Mane. He's that good.
Who's your right winger? Who's your other one?
Adama Traore.
No, I'll let you have Mane, but you're not having Adama.
That's fine by me because I refuse to let you have Son for reasons.
So Mahrez and Mane.
Yeah, Mahrez and Mane. Yeah. Okay. And then strikers, I reckon this one's going to be the biggest source of debate.
This is where I have four. I had four in my mind, but obviously I can only put two in, and then an honourable mention. So I've wrote down the four, and I'm literally just going to pick it off the spot now.
Okay.
I'm going to go for Vardy.
Okay.
And Danny Ings.
Okay, right. Danny Ings is in mine. That's fine. This is the one I thought would.
The other two I've gone for is Aubameyang.
Yep.
And Raúl Jiménez.
Aubameyang's my one, so it's between Aubameyang and Vardy. And Vardy was.
Well, you can have Aubameyang.
Yeah.
You can have Aubameyang.
Ings and Aubameyang then.
Yeah, I was literally just Jimenez.
Jimenez is so good. I really like Jimenez. He's not been enough to rival them two, but.
No, I know.
Jimenez is such a good player.
Yeah.
And Vardy's just been let down by inconsistency. There are periods where he's just red hot, and then there's periods where he just goes missing. Whereas Aubameyang and Ings have just been consistent all season and have dragged their clubs to where they are. Whereas Leicester could have relied on Vardy being more consistent. So that's where I think.
Did you have like a mad one that went through your mind? Just someone like proper crazy?
I
had Ward-Prowse.
God.
Exactly.
Yeah, I thought he hated Ward-Prowse. I'm trying to think. I struggled with right mid for a bit. I couldn't think because I thought the obvious answer was probably Salah, but I don't think Salah's been that good this season. Obviously, every Liverpool player has been ridiculous, but Mahrez didn't even cross my mind either because Mahrez is one of those that slip under the radar, don't he?
Like Johnny Evans.
Not like Johnny Evans, but I was tempted to go for Sterling.
Let's agree then.
Yeah, sure. So which ones are it's the goalie and the centre back?
Yeah. So if we got so far, we got Pope or Henderson, we got Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk.
Yeah.
Evans or Basham.
Yeah.
Robertson.
Evans or Tarkowski.
Oh yeah, Evans or Tarkowski. Robertson, and Ndidi, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Mane, Vardy. Oh no, Ings and Aubameyang.
Yeah. So we just need to decide two more now.
So it's just a centre back and. Yeah.
We might have to compromise here.
I'll let you have Tarkowski if you let me have Pope.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Okay, so
that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Well, I think the honourable mention thing actually did help because, like I said, Pope was my backup, so I'm more than happy to go for him. Other thing, the reason I chose Henderson is because I wanted a Sheffield United player in there. I think he probably deserves it most out of all of them. So So we've got imagine two Burnley players making it into the team in the season. There's no Chelsea, there's no United, no Spurs.
See, I've seen people putting Fernandes in as well.
Fernandes will be in next season, I reckon.
Yeah, if he keeps it up, of course.
Well, I've rarely seen a player make that much of an impact on a team. Like, you can't.
Yeah, but you can't put a January transfer into the team. No, it's literally against the rules.
The unwritten rules, but yeah, if he'd had a full season, he'd walk into any team. I think.
100%, 100%.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what United do next season. The more I think about it, next season's going to be interesting. I think I can't see a team walking it.
I don't think they need Sancho.
Well, it's looking pretty likely that they're signing him now.
Yeah, I know, but it's going to hold to Greenwood, and time will tell.
Yeah, we're interested to see how Pogba kicks off next season, but for United, because
he needs to avoid. If he avoids injuries, then they'll be right up there.
They get it right. Them, Chelsea, City, and Liverpool, I think, have all been in with a shout next season. I don't think much of Spurs, even though they've got Mourinho.
Chelsea need to bolster the defence, and then who knows?
Yeah. We're getting sidetracked here. We'll have to save this for the season review. But that's our team of the season. So I'll probably display a graphic here, so that shows our decided team of the season. So yeah, that's who we picked, and that was a interesting enough video. So we'll probably
easy
do
enough
more
as well. I thought it was going to be a lot harder.
Yeah, we'll do more season review type videos over the next few days and that. And but yeah, you've been watching the Toffee Waffle podcast, and we'll see you next time.